Welcome to episode 12 of City Reverberations. Michael,
Woo! John here. Let's roll.
and we're coming to you on this fine Friday night on February 6th, 2026, right after the Blazers beat the lowly Memphis Grizzlies. Both teams had a ton of people out. Denny's
The
out.
losing streak. Yes, the losing streak is over.
The losing streak is over. I have mixed feelings about that, but I'll let John take and he can inhabit my enthusiasm. Um,
I'll take it. Yes.
and even though Denny was out, first game
Yes.
of the season of Scoot Henderson, and he looked really good.
Yeah.
Um,
It was nice to see. I mean, I've said earlier in other casts of just I wasn't not so happy or high on him, and I was like watching him play. You touched on this earlier when we were talking offline of he's he's ready to go. He doesn't seem like he missed anything. I mean, he just kind of come out there and he's aggressive. He attacked it. He had that baseline dunk. He was playing good defense. He had what, like 10 or 11 assists? He had double digit
he had
assists, right?
5 assists in his first couple minute stint. That was,
Yeah.
I don't know.
He,
He brings a couple things that nobody else on the team is bringing.
yeah. I don't think we realized they always said when we first drafted him, he's a passer. He can pass the ball. And it's like, you saw that tonight. I was like, he's, even though it seemed like they were trying to hype him up on the broadcast, Lamar, and uh, Calabro, um, you saw things though, like the play they were talking about specifically that they were, Lamar explained it of him coming across the top of the key, attacking the hoop and reading the defense that was guarding Jeremy in the corner. And he threw that pass. He came off one dribble and threw the pass like he's open. I'm throwing it. And Lamar even said stuff of like most guys would take one more dribble, which means you cut down the passing angle and you can't get it there, or it's going to be late and the defense has time to recover. And I was like, he's totally right. He came off the top of that, he just attacked to the wing going or attacked the lane going right. And it's like he threw that pass instantly. And there wasn't a wait. It's he's reading ahead of it. And I think that's kind of going with what you're saying is his passing is there. It's like we don't have somebody that's throwing dimes everywhere, and he can attack if you don't stop, get in front of him. He
I
can get
love how
downhill.
they pointed out that like he was success. He not only did he make a successful inbounds pass under the basket, but he made like
Yeah,
the correct
yeah.
successful
To,
inbound pass to the open guy, and
the lob to
I was
Jeremy,
like,
right?
"Bravo! Way to
Yeah,
celebrate that."
yeah. We got an inbounds pass. We didn't struggle. Didn't throw it to somebody off to the coming at the baseline or coming at the sideline and throwing it off their leg or getting them trapped. Yeah, that was yeah. I was happy about seeing an inbounds play executed well without any f ups. So,
Yeah, he's
um,
also had nice take to the rim and dunk. I mean, he's got huge hands.
yeah, he does. Yeah, he's. I watched. Did you see the highlights of him working out? Did you see any of the? There's a
I
trainer
saw
guy that
some of
was.
them. Yeah,
I didn't realize like his arms look long. And
yeah.
I was like, dude, I mean, he's also built like a freaking running back. So it's like that's a big dude. And I forget he's got some mass behind him. But yeah, he did that little one hand dunk he went up and did baseline. He does not have a problem gripping the ball or getting off the ground too. I was like, okay, that was nice. You see some elevation, you see some, it's like, okay, you have your explosiveness back, and especially at the injury you have, that can easily cause that to have problems. So yeah, them taking their time with it, him sitting out, getting back, getting healthy, that's freaking awesome to see.
Yeah, it's because it's definitely one of those injuries that can linger if you bring them back early, and they clearly, well, at least I mean, I guess it's one game. I shouldn't say that. So far, it looks like they spent all the time he needed to get completely healthy from that. Because I didn't see
Yeah.
any hesitation from him.
No. Hi, Miss L.
Hi.
Dun, dun, dun. People don't understand why she's called L.
There we go.
This is two big elephant ears and a and a nose. When she sits down, it's really uh, obvious. But yeah, two elephant ears, and that's the
Does not like that
trunk.
one little bit, do you? Here, go over here.
No,
Over here.
it's like I'm a cat. Let me alone. I want to do my own thing.
Well, it's very disrespectful of me to pick her up, and
It's Lion King.
it's
Bah.
it's infringing on her dignity.
Yes, but all right. So we'll stay on topic. Not that Elle isn't going to be a part of that at some point, almost any time. So Um, we had people return. We had people sit out. We had Sharp, which I didn't even notice it until they said it. He went out with a sore calf, so hopefully that's nothing major.
Yeah,
Um, because
I'm
he's
I'm wondering if I mean, first off, there's precedent in the league. Everybody is treating every calf injury as if it could be the nuclear bomb,
major.
and
Yeah.
so there's already everybody's like being super cautious with how they treat that. But I think this also might be a little bit of the start of let's see if we can make it so we can't win as many games.
Well, we've got the schedule's in our advantage. I mean, I was hearing that today where they said something
How
like
in what way? To make the playoffs
no,
or
they were talking about it to make the playoffs. The schedule is in our advantage because we play like a 45% of the whatever that number was, that's the total combined like record. The
yeah, I mean,
most
like
of the teams we
most of
play
the
are under
games are against
500.
teams with losing records, but
Yeah,
I want to lose, man. I don't want to.
get get to the playoff, get to the playing game at best, and lose there.
If we win tomorrow night, that kind of locks us into the plan. Where there's no way we can drop below Memphis if we beat them twice.
Oh, that'd be interesting. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, wins are great and everything, and it's nice to give Scoot a win in his first game back, and it's nice to have, some looks like a little bit of chemistry building between Blake and Young, and but
You're gonna have to, yeah. You still got to throw. You don't have Deni in the mix with that. Him coming back. How does it? It'd be interesting to see him. He doesn't have to play on ball. He can just, hey, get out and run the lanes, catch the ball at half court. Scoot will find you. If we got somebody like that, Scoot or Drew. I mean, Drew looks for that outlet, that long pass all the time. He threw one tonight. Who'd he threw that to? He threw it to somebody streaking out. A couple of them over the top of everybody.
oh,
Tamani. He threw it to Tamani or somebody. Um, so yeah, um, it's interesting. I think the team as a whole. It was interesting to see who was it. Repair didn't Repair get in a game and hit a couple threes like it was just okay, dude. Oh, yeah, great. I've been sitting the whole game. Bap
well,
three,
that's
bap
also
three.
hey, I can still play. Don't wave me
True, but still, it's like he's ready to play, and it's like,
because it
yeah, I
seems
was
like
just
most of the talks of who's if we wave people, it's going to be Repair or Matisse, and
yeah,
but they also they showed tonight by not playing Caleb Love that they're going to be judicious in how they play those last
yeah.
5 games that they have, and maybe they'll stagger him. Maybe they'll stagger him and give them both a break. And but I mean that kind of kicks the can down the road, so you can delay the
Yeah,
decision as long as you can.
I think yeah they'll look at that because I know Caleb. I saw he warmed up. He warmed up and practiced before the game. Obviously, I think they do that in general to get reps in. But then it's like he didn't even suit up.
Right?
I mean,
No,
he was in
he
street clothes.
can't because if he suits up, even if he doesn't play, yeah, I think
That
I actually
counts as a
don't know
game.
that. I don't know which if you suit up and don't play and it's a did not play coach's decision, um, if that burns one of your two-way contract games. I don't know that. Hmm.
I would say no. They'd have to play. They'd actually have to check in because we're at what are we at right now? What's our record? We're
24 and
um,
28.
so we're at 52 games. They only got 50 games, and they've been here all season, right? They haven't played anything in the G League, so
Yeah,
they'd have
but they
they'd have
both
to be
have
done.
had games where they didn't play. Uh,
Yeah, that's so they have to they can suit up, but they I would think it's they can't play. Does Portland also with Scootback, does that take up another roster spot and puts us over
no, he
15?
had a roster spot before. Just because he's injured doesn't mean he lost his roster spot.
Oh, um,
I
oh,
mean,
that'd be
for,
interesting. Yeah,
for
I
that
don't know.
matter, Dame is still taking up a roster.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, and on the injury front, as far as the All Star game, it looks like Denny might be questionable for that, but I'm fine. I mean, other than emotionally for him, it's a bummer to have your first All Star game and you can't play in it. But also, I don't know, the game is just such a joke, and uh,
it becomes. I think you have to look at it. How are you going into it? You know, is it if it becomes competitive, you know, it'd be awesome. I mean, they're trying to do that, but it's like you got to go back freaking 20 years to get where it's like, nah, f you, we're gonna bust your ass the whole game,
yeah, but even
and
then,
then it gets
do you want Denny to risk his back for a
no,
competitive All Star game? I don't.
no, he doesn't need to. No, he can be cool to go out there and just hey, you played, get the reps in, get a couple shots here and there. Okay, I'm gonna come sit out and let the studs play and go. Just to say, hey, I got out there, yeah, ran around a bit. I'm not. I'm with you. He can rest. It doesn't matter. The season is. We want to see is improve, improve. Don't make the playoffs. Get a great draft pick. Put it together next year when we got a full squad, and you're going to have to incorporate a Dame back into that, and whatever changes we get, scoot back into it. At this point, I mean, jeez, he's playing the last 30 games.
Yeah,
So
it's going to be interesting next year. Lots of choices to make about who is going to start and who's going to come off the bench. And do you want an all veteran starters, or do you want to mix in young guards with old guards, or how do you? I mean,
I liked I thought of that as well earlier tonight. I was just like, if like when I said we have everybody healthy, it was like wow, if we have everybody healthy, you've got depth. Even with what we have now, we would be. I mean, who's our deep bench at that point? If we don't have City or Love, our deep bench is if we don't change anything, probably Hansen obviously there, Repair, Murray. Those are 15, 14, 13. And then you step into what? Matisse. Um,
yeah,
and then then you got that top that really the top 10. You've got two squads. I mean, you can and at that point, like you just said, you can start whatever mix and match. Let's go firepower. Let's go defensive dog team. Um, Mix and match it. Oh, we'll go big. Great. Robert Klingen both out there. You know, God,
I
you could
still
you
like
like you
my
could
idea of. I think that they need to come up with do my like manual transmission analogy thing of like each gear is a thing that you've defined. Like first gear is our starting unit, and they
yeah,
are that because they start well, like first gear,
yeah,
you know.
yep,
Um,
yeah.
and then either other gears do different things, and you kind of do it like that. And then I was thinking you could use that as a shorthand with the team if you haven't if you haven't like revealed that to the public.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can say, all right, the squad's out and you're playing first and fourth and fifth. And that gives them three different schemes that are
yeah.
what they're trying to do while they're out there. Um, I don't know. I like that idea a lot.
Yeah, no, if you want to say analogy of how you can do it, it is definitely transmission and hey, shift gears. All right, we got to slow it down. Let's start put it in third and just coast or cruise and but then you can let's go the speed team. Let's go back to the all defense. Let's
Right.
go gear two and
And by
downshift and hammer it.
by predefining that, um, the team all knows what that stuff means, and they know that it's a way of organizing your collective output in a way that is super shorthand, and you can, like, you could bark it across the court and somebody will
Yeah,
instantly know what you mean. And um, yeah, I think I'll have to get
we'll have
word
to get it
to,
to him.
to Tiago.
Exactly. Yeah. Yo, Splitter, it's transmission. It's transmission. Um, all right. So then, what else we got out of that? We had
Trade
we didn't touch on
deadline come
trade.
and go, and no Giannis trade. Wah, wah.
We didn't give
Um,
up our whole core to try to get somebody that's not going to help us this year. Now,
Yeah,
currently,
I mean, besides the fact that it's not really the Blazers' MO to make a mid-season big trade, and they're much more likely to talk about it now and then do the deal in the summer. So I still think it's possible, but
yeah.
I agree with you. I don't want to get one of the best players in the world that would want to play and then like give us a decent chance of making the playoffs. And it's like, no, 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 no. Let's get that draft pick, then let's make the trade, and we can talk
Oh, that
about.
might be. We'll have to look at that, and we can talk about that then. If we get that draft pick, could become something that how we draft. I'm sure they'll talk about that. Who we pick will be like, oh nope, this is happening. They picked this guy because that's what they wanted, and bam, which I don't. I'm as much as I would love to see Giannis here. It would only work the way we spoke of if you can get. We don't lose anything major. You
Yeah,
don't lose the core, and I'd hate
but
to
they're
see.
gonna they're gonna besides their picks, they're gonna demand one or two of our young, Scooter Shea. Um,
Yeah,
so
we can't.
and
Well,
also,
Shea's not going to be in that. He can't be traded. I don't think because he
I don't
signed
I don't
that.
know when that changes in the summer because it's like a 6-month moratorium. It may
Oh,
it
that's
may
true.
pass.
That is true. Him and Tumani, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm good with where they're at right now. I think see what the trade gets us, and then from there be like, all right, we're getting back firepower with Dame. Not that he's the answer to all of it, but he's already launching 28 footers all day in practice, just coming off little on the move, turn cat shoot, boom, turn cat shoot, and you're like, that's going to be a game, and you like that now. Having Scoot back, I'm really liked watching him tonight. Him how he can attack that and throw that pass. The guy Lamar said that as well. Deni and him now attacking. Who do you stop?
Right.
Because
Well, I saw, who was it? It was, I think it was Meringue was talking about. It's probably not likely that Denny and Scoot are going to play together a lot because that's your two best playmakers, and you're going to want one of them on the floor
on either
all
squad.
the time.
Yeah. Yeah, which is but and again, this would
Although
make
with
our
Shea,
team
with Shea being hurt, if he's out, then maybe you do
yeah,
see
easy.
Denny and Scoot together.
Yeah. Well, we can see I don't think Shea's gonna be hurt super long, but yeah, let him heal. But again, what you said that allows us to have a playmaker at any time on the floor, and you have other people around him that again they can almost go back to their natural positions. I still love Tamani and he's not consistent enough, but his ability to hit twos or threes when he hits that three, and you're just like he's not afraid to shoot it. And I think you and I always go with that. Oh, he's shooting it. Now it's kind of like, shoot it. You can hit it. That's good. You're going to make it. Um, there's a couple other guys that
Yeah,
need
but
to not,
in a
but
perfect world, you don't.
he's not.
I don't. You don't want him taking as many as he's taken. If
Yes,
it's,
correct.
uh, I mean, and that's some of. I mean, right now he's. If we're looking to next year and how things are going to change, he's taking shots that Dame is going to take. And between the
Yeah.
two of them, who would you rather? I mean,
I'll
unless
have Dame.
Dame is like covered hard and Tamani is wide open, I want Dame taking that over
Yeah.
two.
But and this goes back to having anybody on the floor that can do that. If he can hit that shot and people will go, he's a threat. He got better last year. He's a better shooter now. 3%, 5%. that now makes it like you can't help off of anybody, which opens up a lane, which opens up, if you do help, it's a kick out to that guy you just left, and now they can hit a shot, or you get the team scrambling and then you get something. Um, yeah, it would be. I'm looking forward to seeing that full squad. And just like you said, gear. All right, we're going defensive. You could do the same thing defensively. What gear are we going to be in defensively? We're going to put it. We're going to just slow it down, put it in a grinder gear, climbing gear, and shut everything down.
Right,
Be a
yeah, like
super.
that. I mean, picture a Blake Wesley, Tamani, Matisse, Robert Williams, Klingon lineup.
That's a big group.
Nobody is scoring, and you
Yeah.
have full court 94-foot press.
Yeah, that's just and it's becoming, or actually getting close to being, I feel, kind of balanced. They're always talking about that you can miss. We could go defensively too. We have a defensive suit juggernaut team, and then you can also have that. All right, let's split this team up and go. This group's going to be great defense. This one's going to be 1A or 1B in a sense. They're just a little bit less. We don't have as much mobility. Klingon versus Robert. Robert can go out to the wing because he can, his freaking ability to cover ground and close out and get that shot. Klingon doesn't have that speed, or his lateral movement isn't there. But
No,
you could have, we got a badass defensive team. We got a almost as badass defensive team. So um, yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting. We got to see. That's summer. We'll see what happens. See who we get. See how the
yeah.
draft plays out. See if we make the play in. Blah blah blah. All that good stuff. Um,
On to other
that
trades.
trades across the league. There were a few big moves that kind of made you go, hmm. Well, that's a
Yeah,
throwback.
the
I didn't
Wizards
mean to do that.
went from being the shittiest team in the league to the weirdest team in the league, like Trey and AD. I mean,
Yeah, that's a.
it could be a bunch of
I
lobs, but yeah, AD is made of
oh just,
glass at this point. So
yeah, he's not a lob. I don't know. I haven't seen.
he used to be a
I
lob.
haven't heard enough. Yeah, I used to see him. I mean, I don't know. Before he went to Dallas, before he got hurt in LA, he was kind of like, oh yeah, you could count on him. Now it's kind of like I didn't hear him do anything in Dallas. Um,
He was hurt most of the
yeah,
time.
yeah, just exactly. He's not making noise. He's not. Hey, this is AD. Stop him. He's tough to stop. He's got a 3-point range jumper. He can put the ball on the floor, back to the basket. He's a versatile guy.
Yeah, and the other
Um,
thing is, I think he's due for a big contract. And do you want to be the team stuck with having to pay him 200 plus million for 4 years at this point?
no, no, I have no desire at all.
Yeah.
At least if I'm a GM, which I am not. So, what's the next one we got? Chicago.
Yeah,
They
oops,
went.
all guards, man. What? Why? Why? Why Chicago? Why? I don't understand anything they're doing. They. I just. I mean, I don't even know if there's anything more to say than that. It's like I saw a stat that they have their biggest players are like 6'7", 6'8", and 6'8", and the rest are that and shorter. And it's like, what are you doing? Are you? I mean, is this how you tank? Is it? I mean, this is how you legally tank, is just acquire the tiniest team that you possibly can.
Looking at them quickly, I think this is actually updated. Their two biggest guys are 6'11" at 245, which is a second year center, Nick Richards out of Kentucky. Never heard of him. And
I think
G League
they actually traded for him, and I think he is he hurt? Hmm.
and um what is this guy? Oh, he's out of the G League. I don't even know. A 6'10" guy at 220. Everybody else, as you just said, 6'8", 6'7", 6'8", 6'3", 6'6",
Maybe they were just
6'7",
talking
6'3".
about players that actually play.
Oh, they're tiny. Those are the two biggest guys they got.
Yeah,
Those are the two tallest guys. Yeah, they're tiny. We do get to see. I mean, we can see how Ant plays there. He's there now.
yeah.
Somebody just needs to let him loose and just go hang out. You know. Oh yeah. Who else we got? Boston. Boston did some
Needs
work.
a center who can actually protect the rim, but they got Vucevic, which is not that. So
No.
I don't know what that's about, other than they don't want to pay Ant, who's a free agent at the end of the year. Uh,
Um, they still have a decent like core with Jalen Brown. You got Pritchard.
Jalen Brown is balling.
Yeah, he has to. I mean, they'll get Tatum back. I don't know when he's going to be back next season. I'm guessing, or is he, you said by playoffs, didn't you? You heard
I
something?
think that last I heard, which was several months ago, is that they were shooting. He was shooting for May, which is before the playoffs.
That's nice. And then they got that dude's what? Utah State, Portugal. Nemias Queta is a 7-footer, and Amari Williams played for Kentucky.
Yeah,
He's 250, 6'11".
Kata is the project at best.
Oh yeah. So they have a decent squad. I don't see. I mean, yeah, Jalen Brown could go.
Yeah, but
Just
they're not doing anything in the playoffs. They're not anywhere
yeah,
near Detroit. They're near the Knicks currently. They're not really anywhere near the Cavs. Although the Cavs, um, well, let's wait a
what
minute.
did they get?
When they got James
Yeah,
Harden for Darius Garland, basically, Harden is producing and he's playing and he's not hurt, and Garland is hurt all the time. And
yeah, that'll be. They've got a little bit. They don't have anything big, crazy. Who was the other guys they got there? Schroeder's there, Nance. Those are just older. Donovan. You still got Mitchell, Harden. That'd be interesting. You got some firepower. You definitely got offense. And if Jarrett Allen just plays Portland all the time, I mean, you got a freaking starting all-star center there.
yeah, Evan Mobley was defensive player of the year.
Yeah, so they still got some noise over there. Um, anything else big? Utah. Utah, I
Utah
think.
is going to be a great team in a couple of years. If they, I
Yeah,
mean, they're huge. Walker Kessler, Laurie Markkinen, and now Triple J. Um, that is
I think, and they picked up
basically three
like,
7-footers.
and they that are you got to what? Don't
They got Ace
Markkinen's not
Bailey
even a center.
in the draft, and they have Keontae George, which they drafted a couple years ago, is really popping. They have a bright future.
Yeah, and they got picks, I believe, too.
Oh,
They
yeah, I
picked
got
up
a
like
ton of picks from the Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert trades.
well, even from this last one, I think both the guys that they picked up in this that waived them, they still got the picks too with them. So they got two more picks.
Yeah.
Um,
No, Danny Ainge has
I might be
turned
wrong.
out to be a decent GM.
Oh, so and then the only other squad that really at that is the Clippers nuke their squad, so
Yeah,
they're going to be
which is
ragtag for a bit.
crazy. I think that Harden asking to be traded is what started that, because they were, other than their terrible start of 6-21, since then they've been one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah,
And,
they were
and
playing
Harden
solid.
was a huge part of that. As much as I dislike him, I
Yeah,
give
you also have
credit.
didn't Kawhi though. Kawhi was also back playing, which when he's on, it's kind of like, all right, yeah, you got the freaking robot in the game and just buckets.
Yeah,
Um, the other squad that picked up stuff was I don't know the players so much, but the Pacers.
yeah. Ivica Zubac, the Clippers center, who's one of the better centers in the league. Uh,
Is he gonna? He will make their squad. Well, they got bigger because their only other guy, at least on their list, is he's their big. So and yeah, he's solid. Does he
yeah,
play?
part of that
Will he fit
trade
with their?
is the Clippers got 2 first-round picks, and since they have lost all their picks because they traded them to OKC, um, it set up one of the weirdest pick protection setups I've ever seen. So the Pacers gave the Clippers their draft pick this year, but only if it is 5 through 9. If it's 1 through 4, it's protected. If it's 10 through 30, it's protected. And Indiana has it in both of those scenarios. So basically, they decided that the top 4 players in this draft are what's it's about. The rest of the top 10 is not, and but then the rest of the draft is interesting enough that you want to get back in it.
Yeah, wow, that's plus that's also a bargaining chip at that point too. You don't lose it. That's
And
an interesting. Yeah, that's definitely a here's what the parameters that you get to work within.
and
So
if the Pacers keep the pick this year, then it turns into an unprotected 2031 pick.
that's way too far out. Who cares at this point? I
It's only
mean, yes, it's all bargaining
5 years.
for down the road. Yeah, that's purely a bargaining chip for down the road. But
Other
excuse
than
me.
that, that was just pretty much it was little moves and
Yep,
nice.
nothing else on the trade stuff.
Plus, we've been going a half an hour. It's probably enough for tonight. Yeah, we got another game
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we'll come
Big
back,
team
touch on that.
plays.
We can discuss it. See what happens with the rest of the players. Um, so we have to lose the next tomorrow night just so we don't. We have a chance to get 11th,
Where's
or that somebody has a chance to get 10th, and we get to get bumped down. Although, yeah, it's. I
no,
think we're gonna get.
Memphis is the next team. We're 24 and 28. Memphis is now 20 and 30. That means that we're only 2 losses ahead of them, but we're four
Okay.
wins ahead of them. And you're making you if you have any hope of dropping below them, which the team doesn't. This is me trying to wish for draft picks. Um, yeah, it's going to be really hard if we move to 25 and 28 and they're 20 and 31. That's almost a full game, like a not a full game, a full percentage point. Um, yeah, it's going to be real hard. I, I I I hope we lose tomorrow night.
For the
Sorry.
draft. For the draft. It's for the draft.
It's for the draft. It's because we can't attract free agents. It's for all the reasons. And I don't want to give Chicago our pick this year.
Oh.
You know what they would do with our pick? They draft a 6'3" guard.
We giving them our past draft strategies.
I
Let's
guess.
get as many draft cards as we can. What just comes to mind? Oh, Tollivert. What's Tollivert? Oliver? No. Who's the
Yeah.
little dude? No. We drafted. Oh, this guy came in right after Stoudemire. Um, oh my gosh, he was the young guard. Came out of
Gun on the plane, Sebastian Telfair.
yes, Telfair. Yeah. I don't know why I
Yeah,
was
he
thinking
thought it
Tolliver.
was a good idea to bring a gun on the team plane.
Sure.
He's
Yeah.
working with a lot
That
of
was
brain horsepower up there.
that was a Paul Allen pick, wasn't it? He was the one that wanted him so badly.
I think so. Yeah, that had so many ramifications. Because we had our point guard of the future, Sebastian Telfair, we did not draft Chris Paul or Darren Williams, who are the 2 best guards in that draft. Um, yeah, we ended up trading down from 3 to 5 to get Martell Webster because he was the future.
Ooh, that was
Um,
a future shooter. Oh,
that will
yeah,
be
we don't
that will be all detailed in our terrible draft picks of the Blazers. Um,
history. Yeah. Oh my gosh, still, it's just hard to look at the the 3 big ones that are gonna our top 3, we already know what those are, what that's gonna happen, how that's gonna play out, I think.
all
But,
right,
oh my gosh. Yeah.
impromptu bonus segment. Let's do it right now. We're going to let's pick. I have a year in mind. Um, Let me pull it up. Here we go.
What are you choosing? What year?
All all right. Let's go to one that doesn't really get talked about that much. Let's go to back to the year after the the Blazers won the championship, the 1978 draft. And the Blazers have the number one pick in the draft. And who do we pick in that? We pick Michael Thompson, Klay Thompson's dad. And
Yes.
Michael Thompson was a good, not great player, had a decently long career with the Blazers and the Lakers.
He was
But
a solid NBA player, definitely.
let's
We had 2 picks in the top 10. We
look
had number 7 as
at
well.
number 7. So let's look.
Oh, God. Who picked right before us? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So we picked Michael Thompson number 1. Number 2 is Phil Ford, who ended up being a coach later on. Not much.
Played 7. Yeah, Thompson played 12 years. Phil
Rick
played 7.
Roby,
Don't know who that
Michael Ray
is.
Richardson, perfect short, and this is where it hurts. Number 6 goes to the Boston Celtics, Larry Bird. Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah, what's that? Does he have anything solid? He had a pretty decent 13-year career. What
and
is this number on the far right? Oh, that's horrible. VORP, value over replacement player. Contributed above a replacement level, translated to an average team and prorated to an multiply by that, convert wins over replacement. The higher the number, I'm guessing the better. His is at 77. The next closest player in general, you go all the way down to Maurice Cheeks in the second round, is the next person, and he is at a 42.
yeah, and then you go a couple spots down. Wayne Cooper, name from the Blazers
Oh,
past, was taken in the second round, number 40.
wow.
And then if you want to scroll down even further to what was then the third round, which no longer exists, but Billy Ray Bates was drafted in the third round, number 47. Another
By
blast from the
Houston.
Blazers past. But
Oh, there's
yeah,
so
so
much there.
that is our Blazer F up of the night. It's 1978 NBA draft. It's
We can do that. That'd be another way to do it. Just the Blazer past mess up of the past F up. Yeah, past F up.
1978 NBA draft taking Michael Thompson instead of Larry Bird. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah.
after that, um, I'd like to thank you all for watching and checking us out. Support is great.
Subscribe, comments. We take them. We try to touch base. We're getting better at that. So yeah, throw comments out there. Subscribe to it. We
Yeah,
got another
like,
one tomorrow night.
review, subscribe, all the things that help get us up in the algorithm. We appreciate. We appreciate your attention. And we appreciate being able to share our love for the Blazers, which has been going on forever. It was sick
Yep,
at this point.
including the mess ups.
Yep.
All right, as usual, go Blazers.
Blazers.